Hello everyone, I'm Anu Ojar from the National Space Centre in Leicester, and today I want to explore one of the biggest challenges that was faced by the Apollo astronauts: how to navigate themselves successfully to a lunar landing. Now, if you've seen the film First Man telling the story of Apollo 11, you get a good idea of just how primitive the Apollo computer technology of the 1960s was compared to the technology we take for granted now. The onboard computers only had a memory of about 35-36K and a processing speed of 2 megahertz. So any way to navigate down to the surface had to rely on the pilot using a combination of what technology they had on board with the Mark I eyeball. Now, what I've got here is part of the actual flight data file that was taken to the moon in November 1969 by the Apollo 12 crew. And one of the jobs of the commander, Pete Conrad, during their 4-day voyage out to the moon was to look at this image and to try to memorize this exact field of view, because this had been taken by a previous lunar orbiting mission without a human crew on board, and they took those images, looked at them from various angles, photographed the map itself, and hopefully this was the image that should match the image out of the window as the Apollo 12 crew were approaching their final target for their lunar landing. And as you can see from this actual footage from the Apollo 12 mission, they were spot on in their targeting.
I'm trying to cheat and look out there. I think I see my crater. Hey, baby. I'm not sure. Coming through 7. Look at P60, P64, Pete. P64. That's it. There's LPD.
Roger, copy P64.
1,000 update. Hey, there it is. There it is. Son of a gun, right down the middle of the road. Outstanding. 42 degrees, Pete. Hey, it's targeted right from the center of the crater. Hey, look out there. I can't believe it. Amazing. Fantastic. 42 degrees, Dave. Just keep talking. Slide it in. 42. We're passing 3,500. Coming down at about 99 feet a second. You're looking good.
Now, that pinpoint landing precision enabled the Apollo 12 crew to successfully visit one of their primary targets, an uncrewed spacecraft called Surveyor 3 that had landed previously on the moon nearly 3 years earlier. And now, if you have Google Earth on your laptop, you too can explore the moon vicariously using images taken by the Lunar Reconnaissance Orbiter and the digital terrain models that we've created of the lunar surface. How do you do it? If you open up Google Earth on your laptop, you get the usual view with a menu on the left-hand side, but if you look at the top bar, you'll see a planet icon looking like the planet Saturn. If you drag down on it, you get various options, including the moon. And when you click on that, just as you can explore Google Earth, you can explore the moon using the latest images from the Lunar Reconnaissance Orbiter combined with the historical images from the Apollo archives. If you zoom in on the Apollo 12 landing site using your menu on the left, then you get an image set based on the Lunar Reconnaissance images of the Apollo 12 site itself. There's so much exploration that you can do. Using the icons on the right-hand side, you can see an eye icon and another one below that, so you can change your perspective, your field of view, the direction you're viewing from. And if you do this for the Apollo 12 site itself, we once again see spectacular confirmation of how the technology of the 1960s was used not only to get us to the lunar surface, but how we can validate it ourselves with the latest technology we have on our own computers at home.